here in Williams, Arizona. Hey, we need to ask all of you across the way one time before we open up those grand entry gates. It's a Sunday, and I know you're a little bit reverent today, but I want to know, are you ready for a good time? Are you ready to make a little noise? Let's do it on the... Oh, I'm liking what I'm hearing right there. Hey, let's open up our gates right there. We're going to bring them in to you right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk to you about our flags that are being brought to you. Those flags are being carried by Emily Asher, by Miles Asher, our Arizona flag. Colton Jack carries the flag of the Arizona Cowpunchers and Union Radio. It ties us all together here on a Sunday afternoon. Oh, wave on, Old Glory, wave on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let you go ahead and sit down right now if you'd like to. We're going to stand again in just a moment, but it is good to see each and every one of you stand over there on a Sunday afternoon to face worthy for that flag. Let's open up those grand entry gates one more time. We're going to step up the pace a little bit. We're going to bring in the Cowboys, the Cowgirls, and the Cowpunchers Reunion Rodeo. One of my favorite parts right here. Now, kids, we don't want to get anybody hurt. Hey, they're big, they're tall, they're short, they're small. They're coming in all shapes and sizes. They're young and they're old. And the Cowpunchers, the Cowpunchers Reunion. And at the tail end of them, boy, there's a big old long line of them today. At the tail end of them, they're laying in front of you right there on the main grandstand. How about one more time we put our hands together? Those are the ones that we're going to go on the floor ride, in the golf ride, the rail rope, the spear ride. The ribbon rope. We're going to watch it all right here on the Sunday afternoon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 40th annual. Did I say 30th? This is the 40th annual Cowpunchers Reunion Rodeo. We're proud to have all of you here. Hey, I want to poll the audience one time and ask how many of you, by round of applause, have been to all 40th Cowpunchers Reunion Rodeo? You've been to all of them. Give us a round of applause. Better yet, maybe stand up over there. You've been to all 40 Cowpunchers Reunion Rodeo. Couple of them down there on the left. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Father's Day, and we want to wish all of our fathers to have a Father's Day today. And we put a little Father's Day speech for you at the beginning of our rodeo. And we truly hope that you have a blessed day today, and that your posterity is a blessing to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask that flag right there to take one step forward. In just a moment, we'll put it in motion, but right now, we want it to take one step forward. Because of that flag right there, we as Americans have the opportunity to put our God first and our country second. And Brooks Cameron today is going to do just that for us. He's just going to help us put God first. Give him thanks for the blessings that we have. He's going to offer an invocation on our rodeo.
Father, we do thank you for the privilege of living in a nation where we can put you first again. Contestants and spectators and members here today, we just wanted to say that we love you. Freedom that we enjoy here, we thank you most of all. We thank you for the opportunity to honor the dad. Father, we would just be encouraged to step into the responsibilities and opportunities you've given us. We thank you for our country. We do pray for our country today. We love you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, because of that flag now, we have the opportunity, if we have not yet done so, to stand and to pay tribute to the American flag and for what she stands for all of us. There are those that have given and paid the ultimate price, the sacrifice of life, that we as Americans can stand together on a Sunday afternoon and do the things that we like to do, and to be able to be free from oppression. And that flag is the flag that flies for freedom for each and every one of us today. Friends, I'd ask you to sing along. Let's form a choir over there in the grandstands today as we listen to our national anthem. And this morning, or this afternoon rather, we're going to call upon a pretty young lady that will sing for us our national anthem. Please make her welcome. Here's Dally Dillon.
and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red levels bursting in agony through the night. That our flag was still there. Oh, saved us, that's our friend. Oh, then oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, how about that little lady? Can she sing the national anthem or what? Awesome job. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has come to the time of our program today where we have the opportunity to pay tribute to some individuals that have been a part of our Cowpunchers Reunion Association, those that we admire and revere. And today, ladies and gentlemen, as we pay tribute to them, we're going to bring in a riderless horse this afternoon. That horse is being led by Travis Erickson, and it represents Jim Marler. He's already in here, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the back side. And as we lead that horse around today, I want each and every one of us to reflect on the individuals that we've lost. We remember folks like Harry Chinaretto, Marion Derenberger, Lo Gemmer, Cynthia Rigdon, Mary Morehouse, Ben Pasco, Mel Savouini, Joe Clem, Jim Marler, Arcel Alsa, Larry Ingram, Ray Al-Qaeda, Karen Perkins, Mark Faber, and Bonnie Hagan. Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost a lot this year. It's been a tough year with our people, and today as we reflect on them and as we think about the lives that they lived and maybe some other names that we should add to that list, I hope that each and every one of us will reflect on how truly blessed we are to have those people in our lives and to have the memories that they have left for each and every one of us. As we listen to the final words of this song, I hope that we will realize that life does not end with death, but we will see them again.
Only imagine when that day comes, when I find myself standing inside. Only imagine when all I do is forever worship. Only imagine.
Ladies and gentlemen, today as we think of those people, I hope that we will realize that it's the memories that we leave behind that are so truly important to our loved ones. Today, ladies and gentlemen, how about we give reverently a round of applause to those individuals that we have lost and to their families, and let them know that we love them and that we're there for them, that we're there to be a shoulder to the song that they need us. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite parts of the rodeo is the opportunity to pay tribute to some individuals, and today an individual and his family that have been such a big part of our rodeo. And today we'd like to pay tribute to Ed Ashurst. Ed, where are you? I think he's down there horseback. Right out there front and center. We're going to brag on you a little bit. We've had the opportunity of getting to know Ed over the years. Amy and I had the chance of working closely with him when he was the Cowpunchers Rodeo Association president. You can read all about him inside of the program, but I want to highlight a few of the things about Ed's life real quick. He was born July 2nd, 1951.
Need to put them up front.
Arizona. After moving back and forth between Southern Oregon and Central Arizona, sometimes twice a year, his mom and dad and his three sisters headed to Northern California, where They spent their worldly possessions to buy a little herd of cows and horses, one of which was an unbroke tank. And at 12 years old, Ed was privileged to break that fine steed. He said he stuck a bit in his mouth and saddled on his back. Said he hadn't even seen anybody break a horse before, and a year and a half later, he was hauling him to the local team rope and jackpot. Not too long after going to work in the O'Neill Basin, Charlie, who Ed was working for, asked him if he wanted to go to a team rope up in Three Creeks, Idaho. Ed caught his top mount, which happened to be an outlaw 5-year-old. Ed tells about how he whipped the bird while that colt bucked down the arena, finally throwing his head up in time to track the calf back the other way, catching him right where they started. Those local ranchers swooped and hollered, and they thought that he had maybe, it was like he had won a round at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Ed said that he won the calf roping with a smoking time of 36 seconds. He says that a lot of his life has been spent at the Babbitt Ranch. It was there that he met Jean Ann Howe when she came down from South Dakota. The two of them were married on January of 1977. Ed would punch cows all day while she cooked for a dozen men and raised boys. After supper, Ed would help them clean up the pump cows and get the kids ready for bed. Of the 40 years that the Cowpunchers reunion has been going on, Ed has entered the rodeo 37 times. Been on the board of directors 6 years, vice president once, and president 4 times. Today, Ed and Jean Ann reside at the 10X Ranch east of Douglas, Arizona, near the little town of Rodeo, New Mexico. In 2014, Ed picked up a hobby of writing books. His first book was published in 2015, and there have been a total of 7 books published to date with 4 books in the works. Many are about the things that Ed has loved the most, and that is cowboy. Ladies and gentlemen, he's right down there in front of us. He has been an icon here at the Cowpunchers Reunion Rodeo, Mr. Ed Ashurst. We honor him today and his family. Would you give him a round of applause and celebrate for all that he has done? Let the Cowpunchers Reunion Rodeo see what it is. We're making a little presentation to him right down there on behalf of the board and on behalf of our president. And ladies and gentlemen, how about one more time we give the Ashurst family a round of applause.